So today we're going to talk about compensation plan, but we're going to talk about it from a completely different perspective. From a different perspective than we're normally used to talking about it. Your Global Master Ambassador, Mr. Edwin Haynes himself, he went over a compensation plan training, and I never forget seeing it. Absolutely phenomenal. All right, I'm not going to do the same thing that he did. Why? Because what he did was perfect. I think T. Gray has actually done a compensation plan training, or they did one together on flight school, and what they did was absolutely perfect. So why would I come back and do what was already perfection? I'm going to show you something a little bit different. Now, many of you, when you were children, raise your hands if you have children or have ever been a child. Trick question. Anyway, but for some of you, some people are confused, like, I don't know, was I a kid before? I don't know, right? But for some of you, do you remember playing, maybe Odyssey or the PlayStation or Atari, or like we say the PS3 that we have today, or the Xbox for some of our millennials here that we may have, or whatever it was, that little game that you had, right? Now, in that little game, if you ever played video games, and when I was a kid, I played video games. I loved the arcade, okay? Mrs. Pac-Man and Galaxy were my favorite, along with Asteroids as well, okay? Those were my favorites. Now, the games that they play today are probably so far advanced, I couldn't get on and tell you anything. Those people look like humans, all right? Specifically with the little sport games. But when I played the games, what I always wanted to know, there was always this special code or this special inside secret that if you did a few of these particular things, it would unlock the game and you would be able to get to the next level. Okay? You would be able to get to the next level. And there was this other game. I don't even remember the name of the game, but I remember that it was called Contra. How many of you remember Contra? Okay? The game Contra. You don't remember Contra. Contra was a game, I never forget it. I had this game when I was in, I think I was maybe in the 10th grade. And I haven't played it since maybe the 11th or the 12th grade. And do you know I still remember the code right now to unlock extra men? It was left, right, B-A, start. Haven't played it in I don't know how many years, okay? But that's what it was. It was left, right, it was left, right, up, down, B-A, start. And then boom, guess what would happen? You'd release extra men. And you'd have extra lives, and I was able to go through and complete the game. Well, why am I talking about that? Because today, I'm going to give you the up, down, left, right, B-A, start to the iBuumerang compensation plan. My disclaimer, my disclosure that I want to give you, every one of you who are looking right now, number one, and I want to even explain why. Why disclaimer? Okay? Here's why disclaimer. Because sometimes people join businesses based off of emotion, or they may join from a person who presented the business to them maybe in a fashion without all the facts. And only present the great side or the good side about how many people make money and show the diamonds and show the emeralds and the rubies and sapphires and look how awesome these people are. And what happens is sometimes people will join the business because they think, wow, everyone that they showed me is successful. So that means that everybody becomes successful when they join the business. That's not true. That is not true. Do we have people who've made a lot of money in our company? Of course we do. Do we have people who've made zero money? Of course we do. Okay? And I can tell you that the people who've made a lot of money, I can tell you a little bit of what they've done. And I can tell you the people who made no money, I can tell you a little bit of what they've accomplished as well. So your income is based on your efforts to make these numbers work. This is not like a job where you get paid for effort. Here, it's a business. You get paid for results. And I'm going to show you today how to maximize your results. So remember, anytime you see any one of our presentations, There's no guarantees of income whatsoever. And sometimes I even like to make it sound harder than what it is. But it's not. It's a simple concept, but it does require effort. And I can tell you this, the people that I know of who've done it, they say it's worth every sacrifice that they ever made to claim their own financial independence. So are you guys ready? If you're ready, say ready. All right. Now, I want to make this training as fun as possible. So let's talk about compensation plan. Let's break down what compensation plan is, what it's designed for, what the reason for it is, and I'm going to show you guys how to make this thing work. And it's what I do. I can tell you this, is that one of the things that I've done in my history in network marketing is I've studied numbers. I understand cause and effect, and I understand how to make numbers work to form the result that I'm looking for, a desired result. And I designed a compensation plan once before, and the top earners in the history of network marketing actually came from that system and the compensation plan. Now, let me share with you what rookies do with comp plans, okay? Because my goal, I told you, I'm going to teach you, because I want you to really understand the science and the behavior and the art form of compensation plans. Compensation plans are only numbers. That's it. You know what rookies do? Rookies look at comp plans and say, oh, my comp plan is better than your comp plan, and this comp plan is better than your comp plan. And none of that really means anything. It doesn't. Am I going to say our comp plan is the best? There's only 100 pennies in a dollar. That's it. Okay? And a company has to be healthy, and so how many of those pennies you're going to pay out is what your payout is. So none of that really means anything. What means something is comp plan plus system plus growth. Means everything multiply times environment equals great comp plan. Comp plan plus system plus growth multiply times environment. So that means if I was to say, I would do this: comp plus system plus growth, and then I would multiply that times environment. There we go. Equals success. Okay? Comp plan plus system plus growth times environment equals success. So the comp plan is basically the working of the numbers. It is the reciprocating earnings that you receive for the work that you do. Plus system. Do you have a system to make the numbers work? If you don't have a system to make the numbers work, your compensation plan can pay out 100%. And the company can say, we're doing this for charity, but if there's no system to make it work, it doesn't matter what the comp plan is. So don't ever try to compare somebody's compensation plan. Don't ever do that, okay? Don't compare ours to anybody else's. You never win. It doesn't work that way. You got to have a system. Then you have to add a growth element to it, okay? You have to add a growth element to it, and that growth element, ladies and gentlemen, is a science that when I say we, I'm talking the executive team, I'm talking your GMA, and I'm talking specifically your blue diamonds and our diamonds. We come together and we talk about certain things so that we can stimulate and create growth. Why? Because it's part of our system. We'll get the growth. We've got the numbers, and then what we do is we create an incredible environment. The environment allows people to stay. It allows them to stay. It allows them a retention to take place and to feel good about being a part of the business. This part here makes the numbers just bounce, makes them multiply. It makes them bounce. when people feel loved, when people feel cared about, when people feel like, wow, this company really cares about me, see, you can't put that in a compensation plan. Let me tell you one thing in our compensation plan that you can't find in any other compensation plan. Here's what it is right here. I'm going to put it up here. The biggest part of our compensation plan. You guys ready for it? Are they ready for it, Mark?
They're ready.
They're ready. The biggest part of our comp plan. This right here is the biggest part of our compensation plan.